Okay, hello and welcome back. We are playing Cataclysm Classic today. We started the Undermine on the War Within last week, and now we are going to start a new zone entirely. I have my achievements up to show that I did finish Vashtir. This one right here is complete a certain number of questions Vashtir. And we finished this during the stream last week. And there's something similar for each of the other zones. 115 in Mount Hyjal, 110 in Deepholm, 105 in Oldham, and 120 in Twilight Highlands. So that's a lot. And then Explore Vashtir, that's finding all the different locations in Vashtir. In more recent expansions, that's a prelude to getting the Pathfinder, where you can actually fly in the zone. And then 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, you actually finish the story in Vashtir, which complete the Neptune quest in Vashtir up to and including defending the Rift. But basically, what happened was the Naga summoned the old gods to help them take out Neptulon and take over the Plane of Water. And then your job is to go into the first dungeon of the expansion and help Neptulon fight them off, basically. That's the gist of that dungeon. I have not done that. And so we have Hero's Call to Uldum, which is actually the entrance to it is off of Daenerys, which I kind of skirted around that area when I was questing in Daenerys. By order of His Royal Highness King Varian Wrynn, all able-bodied citizens of the Alliance are to report to Adara at Thistle Shrub Valley in Daenerys. Be one of the first to enter glorious Uldum and claim its treasures in honor of the Alliance. You can reach Adara's caravan by traveling to the western reaches of Daenerys for the glory and honor of the Alliance. Speak with Adara at Thistle Shrub Valley in Daenerys. You will receive experience. So before I head over there, let's head to the Eastern Earth Shrine. So you can see that there's more than just the portal to Vashtir available. Over here. So here's Nerat, the Earth Speaker. Here's the portal to Vashtir. And then this is to Tolbarad. And then I opened the portal to Deepholm, but I'm not going to actually go through because there isn't a portal back. I'd have to hark back, which would be a pain in the butt. And then over here is the portal to Hyjal, which has portals back to Stormwind. But to get to Daenerys is kind of a pain in the butt. My choices are either to fly down to the Cape of Stranglethorn and take the boat to Booty Bay, take the boat from Booty Bay to Ratchet, and then fly down to Daenerys. Or I could fly to Menethil Harbor, take the boat to Theramore, and fly down to Daenerys. I think I'll go up to Theramore. At least with the Horde, they have locations that are somewhat closer. But Hyjal is actually another option. It takes you to northern Kalimdor, which then you could take a long flight down to Daenerys. But I'd rather go this way. We'll take the scenic route. So, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but the next chapter for Andromeda 6 will be released on Saturday, the 24th. So I haven't decided yet if I'm going to stream on Saturday and play it then, or wait till Sunday or Monday. Because technically Monday is a holiday, so I don't know if I'm actually getting that day off work. If I do work, then I'll get holiday pay, which would be nice. But I actually had this past Monday off from work because they were doing building maintenance, so my shift didn't have to report. And I still got paid for it, so that's cool. And it would have been my first Monday back after finishing my semester. I got one, I'm pretty sure I'm getting B's in both of my classes, which is fine. I am not aiming for top marks. I'm just aiming to get through the classes, pass them, make it clear to the teachers that I understand what they're trying to teach us. It's just the execution is lacking at times. But I did notice with my the legal research and writing class, once I understood exactly how the teacher wanted us to write the assignments, I did better. Once I understood the process that I had to go through. So I probably don't know when fall semester starts. I don't know if it starts the end of August or the beginning of September. But I'll probably get, I should probably actually check my email for school and figure out when they'll actually release the schedules for the fall. I'm hoping I can actually get classes on subsequent days instead of having a day in between, because having to work in between the days of my classes does not help. I would rather work 3 straight days and then 2 days of classes rather than work 2 days of work, class, work, class. It was really frustrating at times, and that probably didn't help my grades any. But that's not until August or September, so I got time. So for the moment, all I have to worry about right now is work, so I have an extra day of freedom, and it's so nice. It was so nice not having to worry about going to class yesterday. It's very interesting, and I enjoyed the classes more than I thought I would. But it's such a long commute, so it makes the day even longer. It was one thing when the classes were on the actual campus, but these classes are actually in downtown LA, which is further away, technically, because the campus apparently is kind of like on the border of LA. So I was basically going to the main campus and then taking the bus as close to as I could get to where the classes were being held. But in the fall, I'm going to try taking the train to the end of the line and then taking the subway from there to near where the classes are being held, and we'll see how that works. But yeah, I am definitely looking forward to the new chapter of Andromeda 6. If I can't swing streaming it before next Thursday, then that will actually be my stream next week, will be Andromeda 6. But I'm hoping, it depends on when the chapter is released on Saturday, if I'll stream it or not, because I technically have work Saturday night. But if there's time before I go to work, then I probably will stream it Saturday, because I want to know. I actually played through the whole game again recently just to remind myself, and I know they've been working on the previous chapters and kind of cleaning them up, so why am I doing this? Wrong mount. So it was interesting to see the changes that they made. And I actually, with this playthrough, I didn't actually romance anyone because I wanted to see what the no romance options looked like. And it was fine. It didn't detract any from the story not having a romance, but I missed being able to smooch someone. That's for me, that's half the fun of playing visual novels, is I get to romance someone, because in real life, I don't feel like being with anyone that way, but it's fun to play pretend, basically. So we're almost there. Just gotta almost, well, halfway there, I guess you could say. But the reason I chose the boat to Theramore rather than the boat to Ratchet is because Theramore is closer to Gadget Zan, so it'll be a shorter flight in Galandor. I think the flight to Booty Bay as opposed to Malzil Harbor is probably about the same. I think Stormwind is like halfway between the two. But the flight from Hyjal to Chernarus would have been really long. Okay, here we go. So, my plan is, oh, I meant to talk to, oh well. My plan is to work in Uldum long enough to get to level 84, because I'm level 83 right now. And then I will go back to Stormwind and start the Twilight Highlands. Now the reason for that is there's the quest leading up to the Twilight Highlands. You're actually working with Anduin, and it's really the first time that he I think that the game really focuses on him as a character, and we'll get to see more. He'll start to play a larger role with, you know, that's kind of the start of him playing a larger role in the story. And if you've been watching my War Within streams, you know what he's like in the present game. So this will be a good insight into what he's like when he first starts coming into his own as a character, and you really start to see how different he is from his father, but he definitely looks up to his father. So that's part of the reason why I want to go ahead and do the quest to start the Twilight Highlands. And there's a reason that I want to do the, let's see. Let's go with a Dunstan stick. Yeah, there's a separate reason for wanting to go ahead and start Uldum now. If I hadn't spent so long focusing on grinding through levels, I wouldn't be rushing to get through these different zones. Like, I completely skipped Hyjal and Deepholm, and they're good zones. It's just I'm not as keen to experience the story on stream for those as I am for these other zones, if I had the time. Because I'm not sure when they're going to release the free patch stuff for Mists of Pandaria, but I want to be able to start that when it releases. Yeah. See, we're already in Chernarus. So pretty. But yeah, Mists of Pandaria will release the Pandaren as a playable race. And, just a moment, my cat wants in. Hi! Oh, you came right in instead of running away like you did last time. Hi! No. So it wasn't my cat, it was my dad's cat. And she got up in the window. Yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, yeah. Just, with the Pandaren, I kind of already know where I'm going, what I have ideas already for what my Pandaren is going to look like and the name I'm going to give her, because of course I'm going to play a female character first. I prefer playing female characters because I am a woman, so I want to represent myself. That's, like I've said it before, it's part of the reason I don't play the new Jedi game. either of them. I'm sure the characters are perfectly lovely, but if I can't play a female character, I'm not really interested. If I want to play a redheaded character, I can play a redheaded female character in Horizon Zero Dawn. I've already started that. I need to finish it. So, yeah. I will spare the rest of that rant. Don't know why I have that open still. Almost there. Almost there. So, partially due to ADHD brain and partially because I like just starting characters, I created a new Worgen character on another server, but this time as a druid because I was very tempted to make this character a druid. But I love playing hunters too much. So, it's fun. I really enjoy the Gamayan starting zone, as opposed to the Goblin starting zone, which I have not played on Classic yet. That says a lot. Says something right there. Okay, we're here. Alright. And we need to go over here. So I don't know if you remember the name Adara, but she was one of the people that was on the mercenary ship with us. So, and we helped her out in Rashtir. Nope. Keep ourselves. This way. So there's the entrance to Uldum. This is not FF14, my dear. Okay, Thistle Shrub Valley. Over here. Lady Humps. Pack Mule. Back. Samir. Tanzar. They don't have a dwarf's name, that's interesting. And Bud!
Good day to you.
Ahoy!
Have a good one.
And Adara. So I hope it's becoming clear why I wanted to do these quests on stream.
Hey there.
There are wonders just waiting to be discovered beyond this valley, and they will be ours!
See you around.
Easy money. Well, hello there. Whatever brought you, I'm so glad that you're here. My friends will never admit to it, but we could really use a hand. The ancient region of Uldum has been exposed. Treasures beyond your wildest dreams, free for the taking. You just need a bit of an escort, what with the bandits and all. You'll accompany us, won't you? You're welcome to all the loot you can haul up. Accompany Adara's caravan into Uldum.
See you later.
Okay. Oh, look. I can hop on Lady Humps, right? No, silly Worgen. No one rides the lady. So then why do you even bother with Lady Humps if she's not carrying anyone or anything?
Ahoy!
There he is. Hi, Bud. So I turned on my helmet and cloak, even though I turned them off. It's a catfish. Why can't we play cats? We can play Worgens. Why can't we play cat versions of Worgens? Are we stuck? There we go. Attack! They're cowering, and I'm like, yeah, you stink. That's the, it's the command to do that emote is RSAP. How many coconuts can we get for the ugly one? Which one's the ugly one? And yeah. Basically, it's like you're blowing a raspberry. So the insult emote is different depending on which race you're playing and whether you're playing a male or female. Oh, they're cat tars. Okay. $3? He would have paid $5 easy, dummy. So, my pet is free, but I'm not. And I'm not wearing my helmet or cloak. My helmet and cloak are hidden again. Hard Con. I think that's what his name is. Wait, where's the troll?
You need something?
Smells like someone else was in this cell recently. Gross.
Safe travels.
Please don't break, please don't break. Crap, that was my last block pit. Here comes the guard just on it. Take him out. What guard? Oh, there's the troll. I don't see a guard. Hardcore, not hardcon. Okay, well, let's talk to this guy, Prince Nadun. I am Prince Nadun of Ramkahen. The Neferset tribe has turned against the other Tolvir. Help me escape so I may lobby my brother, the king, to wage war against these traitors. Traitors! Please, stranger, you must help me. I came here to investigate the arrival of a powerful ally to the Neferset, only to be betrayed by my closest allies and given up to the enemy. Go to the terrace of Bubba to the east and find the information I failed to uncover. We need to hide from the Neferset. Perhaps you can hide behind one of the large plants on the platform to conceal your presence. Do this for me and I will help your friends find their way to safety. Over here. There we go. You're the last of your tribe with any sense left. As a reward for giving us Prince Nadun, I grant you the gift that is your birthright and more. Your makers failed you. Your flawed race succumbed to the curse of flesh. Lord Deathwing's gift makes you perfect again. Huh. Jin, we must escape as soon as possible. This unholy alliance with the Neferset without the minions of Deathwing does not bode well for us. Smoke in their eyes. I'm not sure what knuckle-headed plan your friend is concocting, but we're going to need a distraction to stand a chance of escaping. Take the torch from that brazier and go start some fires. Perhaps if we divert the Neferset's gun's attention away for a few minutes, we'll have the opportunity we need. Kevin the Callous. Kevin was cruel enough before the Neferset signed up with Deathwing. His pleasure is deriving pain now borders on the insane. It is he who now holds the keys to our shackles. He dwells in the building next to us, to my right. Find him and take the key from him. Do not hesitate to or show him mercy. He will slit your throat and think nothing of it. So, I did not talk about Bud's plan. I have an idea! Trust me, it's a good one this time. Get some of those shiny armor pieces the cat people wear. This plan cannot fail. Trust me.
See you later.
Okay. Okay. This is fun when there's a bunch of players doing these quests. So this is the guy we're supposed to take out. I did not catch what he said. There's the key we need. Armor. Don't want to take too long in here because then he'll respawn. Okay, 2 pieces is good. There we go. Yeah, the problem with doing this without doing deep home or hydrographers is my gear isn't the greatest, so I'll be struggling again like I did it last year before I got some upgrades. But I am planning to do heroic dungeons in between streams once I'm max level, so that will certainly help when I start playing Myth of Pandaria. There we go, there's a hay bale. And another one over here. And another one. It's interesting that the only Tolvir, which I believe is the name, that we see are male. Or at least they present as male. I should say that. 4. One more. So we have all the armor that we need. I wonder. Oh, cool. I can set one of these on fire again. Only in a video game could you be happy about setting stuff on fire. Never did see the guard. Yes, I hear the Nephthys calling each other to the east. This might yet work. You're back. Do you have the key? Excellent, Jasana. We will make our way out of here soon enough. Okay, so that's intellect. I guess I'm getting a gun. Where'd the gun go? There it is.
How are you?
Did you get the pieces, Jasana?
Safe travels.
Excellent. You'll see. This can't possibly go wrong.
See you around.
Escape from the lost city. Everything is ready. Undo my chains and set your friends free. We must move quickly before the Nephthys come realize we're up to something. If we make it, see my brother King Pharaohs for a reward. Free Prince Nadun and speak to King Pharaohs at Ramkahan and Aldum. Be able to choose one of these for a reward, 200 gold. Recover the reward for freeing Prince Nadun. Ramkahan Badge of Valor. Turn down the monetary reward and increase your Ramkahan reputation by 1,000. I usually go with the money reward. Free! At last, your reward will be substantial, friends. Why is this taking so long? Your approach is unorthodox, though I suppose it smokes and fires, although sees you silhouette. Look at me, I'm a Minotaur! Shut your stupid face, bud, shut it! Let's go. That's one way to do it. You missed a comment from Adara. This has got to be the stupidest idea I've ever heard of. Now, what am I holding on to again? King Pharaoh, ruler of Ramkahen. Aket, royal guardian. Innkeeper. Is it true? It is true then? An outsider rescued Prince Nadoom from the Nephroset? We are truly in your debt, stranger. Choose your reward. I'm sorry, I'm going with the money. I need the money. Intended retribution. Now that you've been suitably rewarded, I hope I can speak with you frankly. You've done my kingdom a great favor, but you've also unbalanced a fragile peace process. Pursuing my brother's release strictly through diplomatic means in order to avoid bloodshed. Now the enemy is sure to seek retaliation. Speak to Nomark Kenneth at the Tauret grounds to the east, Sun Priestess Saras at the Seal of the Sun King to the north, and Asak at Marat to the west. Find out where the enemy will strike. Speak to Nomark Kenneth at the Tauret grounds, Sun Priestess Saras at the Seal of the Sun King, and Asak at Marat. There we go. I'm getting closer to being able to buy the fastest flying, and then I'll have to save up all over again for flying in Mist of Pandaria. Okay, I'm trying to remember. There is a taxi, but I have to remember where it is. I think it was actually over this side. There it is.
Strength and
Ta-da!
honor for the Horde.
Okay. Over here we go. Alright, ground. Over here. I'm going to talk to Nomark. You. King Pharaoh sent me to ask you about Nephroset activity. The king is sending a stranger to gather information for him? Suppose you must be that, what's the word, Worgen? Yes, that Worgen that rescued Prince Nadoom. At any rate, I haven't seen any signs of the Nephroset scum this far north. There are plenty of other nuisances to be dealt with, however. The nuisances he means are the pygmies. The guys who sold us to the Nephroset. So this is definitely has strong Egypt vibes, just from the setting, and you have these huge water, and this is kind of like the Nile. This is where we came from, by the way, down here, the lost city of Tolvir. Over here, Seal of the Sun King, Sun Priestess Saras. I've heard of you, just son. Are you here to help us? I might be able to help. We're the next step behind this. No, this was the work of common wastewander bandits. It is rumored they're joining a more regimented group to the west. Their violence is barbaric. We're going to ignore his quest for the moment. There's a specific set of quests I want to get to. I need to figure out how to get to them, actually. But I'm just doing this initial quest and pending retribution first. So there's a lot of herbs along this, the river. So if you're a druid with herbalism, it makes it really fun to just fly up and down. Royal Envoy. I heard you were in town. What a strange creature you are. You wish to speak to me? The king wishes to be informed about recent Nephroset activity. No Nephroset movement, but I just received word that the city of Orsis is being hit by the largest sandstorm anyone has ever witnessed. About to send word to the king myself, but perhaps you can relay the information.
You need something?
Listen, I've been doing a little celebratory drinking since our escape, and I've been thinking, those little menheads that jumped us need to be brought to justice. If something ain't done, then every unsuspecting explorer who sets foot in this place is gonna get sold into slavery, or worse.
See you later.
Yeah, I don't think that was the quest I was looking for. Need to do some poking around. Some quick research after I turn in this quest. Hi! I'm thankful for all you've done, Justana, but I'm afraid I will be even further in your debt before this ordeal is through. There goes my mount. Orsis, of course! How could I have not seen this? How could I not have seen this? Listen, Justana, what struck Orsis was no natural sandstorm. It was the minions of Al-Akir. The elemental lord of air is firmly allied with Deathwing. It was only a matter of time before he set his subjects upon my people. Orsis has been attacked as a warning to us. We must move quickly to offer our brethren what aid we can. Meet with Nadun at the Arsad trading post outside Marat, and we'll begin preparations to take care of the displaced and wounded. I'm gonna do some quick research, because there's specific quests I want to do. We'll deal with that later. I got a spam text on my tablet. Okay. Do. Come on. That one. Come on. Let me search. Thank you. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Hang on. Okay. Okay, come on. That's all I'm looking for. Okay, now, come on. Come on. Aha. Okay. Thank you. I finally figured out what I need to do. Okay. So we're going to ignore this quest here, because we're actually going to need to take that quest from Max. Because that leads to the quest chain I want to do. Right. He was... We're here? Right. We're here, I think. Of course, I didn't actually accept the quest, so I don't remember where I got it. Okay, no. Other side. Hi, James. No, it's not that I was stuck. I was looking something up, so my character wasn't moving. So it wasn't your phone that was the problem. It was... I was doing something. Right, where was it? Stupid brain. Okay, Mac, where are you? Nope. Okay. Remember me over here. So actually, I think it was over towards this way. Here he is. Found ya. Okay.
Hello. Safe travels.
We were lucky to escape, Hunter. I'm not sure I'd feel right if we didn't take care of them ambushers. How about you get back up to Kartut's tomb and give them little buggers what for? It's off to the northeast, just inside the entrance to Oldham, if I recollect correctly. What are you looking at? I sure ain't in no condition to do it. Mac wants you to investigate Kartut's tomb. I swear there's a reason for doing this. Okay, so we're going this way. This is actually, the entrance is over here. The entrance to Oldham. So there's a character that we're going to meet that is absolutely a reference to Indiana Jones before anyone asks. And that's why I want to do the quest with him. Obelisk of the Stars. Ta-da! Here he is. Harrison's mule. Lady Humps. Harrison Jones.
What can I do for you?
Just look at this place. It's an archaeologist's dream. Take it to him.
See you around.
Good to see you, kid. Would have been even better if you'd have been here to help me take care of these little savages.
Have a good one.
Floating through. What a find! Right here, exactly where my notes predicted it would be. With any luck, inside this chamber will lie clues to the location of the legendary Coffer of the Promise. That's right, Chisana. It's not just a myth. I believe it truly exists. I'll explain more later. For now, just give me a hand with these explosives. Assist Harrison Jones at the Kartut's tomb.
Be careful.
So what am I doing? Okay. I had to figure out what I was supposed to click on. Uh-oh. Whoa, easy now. Uh-oh. Ah! Quick, Jasana, into the chest. Does he have a dog called Dakota? I don't believe so. Whee! This is absolutely a reference to Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Squish! beginning to investigate the site. No time like the present.
For the Alliance.
Shake it off, kid. Happened to me all the time. Or dog coda from Maximum Punish. No, Indiana was his dog's name, so if he did have a dog, it should be named Harrison.
See you later.
Fieldwork. This unfortunate pygmy was in the wrong place at the wrong time. As you ponder his bad luck, you take notice of the symbols covering his shield. Far too elaborate for Pygmy Scroll. Confident that Dr. Jones will find such objects of interest, he's out to find more fragments like this one. Collect 10 ancient tablet fragments. And there's also this. A strange disc. The etching around the surface of this object indicates that it's of ancient origins, and yet no signs of wear can be detected. A hole on its edge full of splintered wood indicates that it's meant to be put atop a wooden staff of some sort. Before showing this to Dr. Jones, you should find the other piece. Obtain the Sultan's staff, then use the elaborate disc to create the shaft of the stars. Shot under hoods, splinter-proof bracers, and shoulder plates, none of which are male. Of course.
I'm out of range.
So this is why I wanted to do that particular quest instead of what I'm supposed to be doing. The main quest. Because Crystal Skull was easily the weakest Indiana movie. Well, I haven't even seen... Honestly, I've only seen Raiders of the Lost Ark and Crystal Skull. I haven't seen any of the other 3 movies, let alone the TV series.
I need a target.
But of course I had to go see Kingdom of the Crystal Skull when it came out. I understand that George Lucas actually, hyenas on their best, do the world a favor. Hyenas on their best day are a nuisance. These foul specimens have a particularly nasty disposition, are riddled with all manner of disease, or is simply a blight on the face of dogdom. Do the world a favor and rid the deserts of Oldham of this mangy menace. Kill 12 mangy hyenas. At least there's a nuke-related fridge humor to be mined and promptly placed in a museum. Well, what do you think the whole thing with the chest blowing up was? This Cataclysm came out after Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. So that was absolutely a reference to Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. But when they were getting ready to do Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, Steven Spielberg was like, you know, first 3 are the best. I'm not denying that. I would say that the second one was probably the weakest of those 3, just because the girl wasn't the greatest. But Steven Spielberg said he didn't want to do Nazis as the bad guys in Crystal Skull because he'd done Schindler's List, and plus he felt he'd mined all the entertainment value that he could out of the Nazis with the first 3 movies. But it's amazing that Harrison Ford was still able to do a lot of his own stunts in Crystal Skull. In the first movie, Raiders of the Lost Ark, when Indy's supposedly under the goes under the truck, that was not Harrison Ford. That was I think it was the stunt coordinator. But I think what helps with the third movie is that they got Sean Connery to play Indy's dad. But we definitely like the music for Indiana Jones, but my family are a huge fan of John Williams' music in general. So that wasn't an issue. I don't remember if he did the music for Crystal Skull. Ignore me! There. Got to my pet. Stop focusing on me! Jeez. That's what my pet is for. Strange bloated stomach. Okay, what do we got here? Ooh, nice. More food. Yeah, Sean Connery was really great. And I think what was great about Sean Connery playing Indy's dad is that it was such a departure from James Bond. So he got to play a very different character, and it showed his versatility as an actor. And just, it was good for a laugh because people are used to him playing James Bond, and then he's playing Indy's dad, who is not used to that sort of thing at all. And it was great. Yeah, I would definitely say that. I would definitely agree that John Williams is probably one of the greatest movie composers out there. But some of the other movie composers that have, some other movie composers are just as good in their own way. I will say that much. Stop focusing on me!
Out of range.
What are you doing? Hang on. There's a cat being weird down here. Oh, there she is. What are you doing? You're trying to get under my sheets again? She likes to burrow under covers. Very funny. Hang on. Great way to avoid getting attacked. Where are you? Where'd you go? One sec. Okay, 1 second. I gotta. Yep, I see that I got something. No, hang on. Okay. There we go. Okay. There we go. Alright. Carrying on. Had my fingers in the wrong spot. Oh, now you want out. Come here. Of course or she walked over to the door while I was in the middle of fighting someone. Okay. No! Focus on my pet.
I need to get closer.
It's not like my pet doesn't have a taunt. It's just not very effective, apparently.
I need a target.
There. Stop focusing on me. Ta-da! Max stinning for now. Oh look, there's Harrison Jones again. He's made a complete circle. Still need the leather for my leather working, so one more fragment. Got you before you could come after me. There we go. Don't need to kill any more of those guys. Still need to kill some hyenas though. And there's another guy I need to kill.
I don't have a target.
Hyenas? Okay, 3 more hyenas. Okay, where's the other guy I need? Over here. Oh, right, up there. Okay.
That spell isn't ready. I need to target something first.
I really hate these guys at this point. Stop focusing on me. Thank you. Oh, cool. Sometimes if they have mounts or companions, they don't count. You can't loot them or skin them. Okay. 3 more high-end gems? 2 more. There we go. Oh, come on. Hoping to avoid aggro and pick me. The world is a better place because of your deeds here today. Okay. Guess what I found?
Can I help you?
Field work.
For the
What do you
Alliance.
got? What do you have there, young lady?
Be careful.
These tablets are covered with Titan writings. There's never before seen information here, Jasana. Missing pieces to an ancient puzzle. Good work.
See you around. See you later.
Yes, Jasana. Oh, I need to actually
Have a
put
good
this
one.
back together. They're digging in the wrong place. Use combines elaborate disc and the Sultan staff to create the shaft of the stars. There we go. There we go.
Need something? For the Alliance. Be careful.
Dr. Jones puts on his spectacles. Let's have a look at this, shall we? Rude.
See you around.
On to something. This is remarkable work you've done, especially for someone who hasn't taken my courses. These tablets provide new information on several subjects. They indicate that these obelisks are part of an enormous ancient mechanism that once kept this whole region masked from the rest of the world. They also depict how to recharge the mechanism, which is where your shaft of the stars comes in. Get ready, Jasana. We have some history to make. Accompany Harrison Jones to the Chamber of the Stars.
See you later.
Okay, frick. Do I have to talk to him?
Hey there.
Oh, yeah,
Have a good
I'm
one.
ready here, Dr. Jones. Let's go, Jasana. Stay close. Stay alert now. There's no telling what we might run into down here. Watch your step. Chamber of the Stars. Whee! It had to be snakes.
Can I help you?
Come on. This place is an archaeologist's dream. I wish there were time to conduct a proper excavation.
For the Alliance.
Let's get a load of this place.
See you later.
The thrill of discovery. What a find, and somehow it's all remained untouched by plunderers. Listen, Jason, I need to document this site before we disturb anything. While I do, why don't you have a look around? You know, explore a bit. You've earned it. Keep your eyes open for anything unusual. Oh, and please don't break anything, okay? Oh, come
See you
on.
around.
Ancient mechanism examined. The northern hieroglyphs examined. So I guess we go this way. Oh. I can still fly in here. Awesome. Yeah. Southern hieroglyphs examined. So this way. That's not sparkling. Oh, a skeleton. Be prepared. Every adventurer worth their salt knows never to set foot in a cave, dungeon, crypt, or tomb without an ample supply of rope, right? Can never have too much of this stuff. You resolve to scrounge every scrap of it if you can find some skeletons here. Collect 6 rope pieces. The thrill of discovery. Your exploration of the Chamber of Stars has yielded more questions than answers. Isn't that usual? Not scout. After a quick assessment, you determine that this fellow has expired within the last several hours. Lessons from the past. This unfortunate explorer has clearly suffered a bit of bad luck in the recent past. Prudence dictates that you perform the unenviable task of searching the corpse for clues that might shed light on your surroundings. Acquire the broken goggles. Take the scout's journal. Can I read the journal? Yes, I can. I found an incredible sight. The whole area pulsates with the hum of ancient architecture. If it were not so late in the day, I would investigate the chamber immediately. Sleeping tonight will be a struggle. A most productive day today. The chamber is indeed of ancient origin and houses a magnificent mechanism which seems to be in disrepair. I will investigate further tomorrow. This discovery will surely force Shanats to take notice of me. How could he deny me a promotion after something like this? It has taken me all day to wrestle the cipher from these hieroglyphs. Through eyes of blue with starlight revealed. 10 shards, 1 rod, and the veil disappears. Forget Schnatz and his empty promises. If I could just unravel this riddle, its secret shall be mine. I've done it! Using sapphire from the chamber's adornments, I have fashioned a pair of goggles. With them, I am able to see things previously hidden from view. Amazing! Reflect my next entry will find me a newly rich man. Take the scout's spectacles. Bring the broken goggles to Harrison Jones in the Chamber of the Stars. I almost said Chamber of Secrets. Uh-oh. Tormented tomb robber. Interesting. Piece of rope. Look at how big these. I'll be rich! Hashtag last century. Yep, pretty much.
I'm out of breath. I don't have a target.
This was much easier when I was doing this with my siblings.
I need a target.
Okay. Let's go check in with Harrison. Where is he? Right here.
Hey there.
Lessons from the past.
Be careful.
Any news just on us?
For the
Odd,
Alliance.
it looks as if someone used gemstones as lenses. Should be able to fix them without too much trouble.
Have a good one. See you around.
What have you found, Tristana?
See you later.
Ah, rope. Thanks, kid. Something tells me I'm going to need this. And it's male, but intellect rather than agility. 4, 8, 10.
Be careful.
The hieroglyphs on your tablets indicate that there's a way to get this mechanism working again. Just need to figure out how, by the light of the stars. Look at this, Tristana. Harrison holds up the dead scout's goggles. Tighten the clamp in the middle and crimp the wires on the edges. They may not be the most comfortable, but they should hold together. Translate your tablet. If I've translated your tablets correctly, there's something hidden here. A final piece to our puzzle. I hope your spectacles hold the key. Let me know what you find. Collect 7 suspended starlight. Okay. Okay, and I'm wearing the goggles. Oh! Right. Trying to remember how to find the starlight. These guys weren't here before. Gotta watch out for the skeletons. Ah, I see it. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Ooh. Oh. Frick. Should have realized there'd be consequences. Probably what got the scout. Okay. Oh, there it is. It's not up to 14. You do not need to press that button to dismount. Oh, there you go. Now you finally realize. Oh, grab something. Whoa, frick. Got too close to the skeleton. Now, of course, skeletons don't have anything to drop now that I got all the rope. Why am I taking 2? Okay, let's go ahead and take care of this guy. was gonna aggro him anyway, so may as well do it intentionally rather than accidentally. Really? There we go. A little cool on the uptake, aren't they? Hey, I'm supposed to knock you on the head, not the other way around. I'm not sure I want to know how the ghosts have money. How many? I still need 3 more. Jeez. Yeah.
First.
And they have food. Okay. Well. Okay, the fact that I'm not wearing a good helmet doesn't help either. Yeah. I don't know. Are they ghosts, or are they just in a different realm? I guess that's the question. There we go. I see more starlight. Your theft is forbidden, trespasser.
It's too far away.
Sure had to run for it to get to me. True horror of the afterlife. The grind never ends. Yep. Let's have some string sheets for once. One more. What did you have to do? Well, at least that was the last one.
You need something? Be careful.
So, find anything interesting?
See you later.
Well, kid, it looks like you've done it again. Here's some points to an image on the tablets. This star is exactly what we were missing. Now we can get to work.
See you around.
Alright, so now time to see what this staff of yours has to show us. Do-do-do. Oh. That's not good.
Greetings.
To being the bounds.
Have a good one.
Harrison grins. That's it, just son. The pieces we need are hidden in these satches. It can be a bit off balance as it is. As is, maybe just a little nudge. I must say your field work is coming along nicely. If you applied yourself, you could make a fine archaeologist one day. Speak to Harrison Jones in the Chamber of the Stars.
Be careful.
What can I
See
do
you
to help?
around.
Just stand back, Justona. We won't want a pretty little thing like you getting hurt. Really? Uh-huh. Oh, I suppose I could put my proper helmet back on. That'll help.
What can I do for you? For the Alliance.
Talk about bringing the house down.
See you later.
After the fall. Ah, that was nothing, really. These statues were teetering as it was. Just need a little push is all. How about you go and sort through the rubble? I got a feeling we're close to getting this all sorted out. Got the orb of the morning star, the orb of the evening star, orb of the north star, and orb of the shooting star.
See you around.
And there were a bunch of scarabs inside each of the statues. Lovely. Boom. Oh, whoops.
I need to get closer.
Forgot to keep an eye out for a skeleton. Whoopsie. That was my fault. Knee to the head. Orb of the morning star. Okay. We'll make this easier. Just fly to each of them. How's that sound? Orb of the evening star. Orb of the shooting star. Orb of the north star. Okay. And he's over here. He can land in a circle.
Can I help you? See you later.
Find anything interesting, Jasana?
Have a good one.
Fine work, Jasana. Harrison studies the tablets. Looks as though our work here is nearly complete.
Be careful.
Do the honors. It looks like all that's left is to do is to place the orbs on the pedestals at each corner of this mechanism. We appear to have stumbled upon what may be the most important find in modern history. Harrison looks at you for a moment, then hands you the orbs. Well, go ahead, Jasana. We'd have never made this discovery without you. Use the orbs of the stars near the mechanism in the chamber
For
of
the
the stars.
Alliance.
Obelisk of the stars reactivated. Oh, these pedestals. Right? No. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, sure, I just accurately threw them onto each of the pedestals.
You need something? Be careful.
Well, now, would you look at that? As amazing as this is, I am confident that there's more to our discovery than meets the eye. Chain reaction HUD, scratching arrows, chest guard. There we go. Finally, an upgrade besides the weapon. I'm going to need to research what we've learned here, Jisana. There's no telling how we might use the power these mechanisms create. Meet me in Ramkahen and I'll tell you what our next step should be. See you around, kid. Okay. Back we go. Quartermaster is over here? Yeah. Okay. There we go. Adara.
How are you?
The gleam in his eye.
Have a good one.
You're looking for Harrison, you just missed him. He was going on and on about his latest discovery and how everything was beginning to make sense. Whatever, he certainly wasn't making sense to me. Tried to convince him to stay here and just enjoy a few desert sunsets with me, but there's no talking to him when he gets that gleam in his eye. Perhaps you'd be willing to check in on him? Head to that big monolith south of here. Big Harrison Joe's at the obelisk of the sun. Way over there. Okay. I think I know which quests these are. I mean, I don't blame her for having a crush on him. Okay. Chamber of the Sun. Okay. Aha. Here we go. Burly sea trooper. Dad always told me the big fellas hit hard, but they're slow. I'm pretty sure Dad never met this guy.
See you around.
It would seem that I'm not the only one interested in these obelisks.
See you later.
I've got this guy. Good timing, Jisana. Since I'm not the only one interested in these obelisks and these fellows aren't inclined to compare notes, I think I can handle this guy. Maybe you could take care of a few of his friends before they make their way over here. Kill 10 Schnots air troopers.
Have a good one.
They don't know what they've got here.
Be careful.
Listen, Jisana, I don't have a lot of time to talk here. These guys are excavating relics from this site and taking pieces of ancient technology that we need. Need you to check the crates for pieces of an ancient activation device. The officers should have the codes you'll need to open them. Hurry, we can't let them load this stuff into their planes.
Have a good one.
Create the Titan activation device. Efficient excavations. This manual describes outlandish theories on how to most efficiently manage large groups of workers as they engage in massive excavation projects. After a quick skim of the material, it becomes clear to you that the author of the book is the figure in charge of the over-aggressive pillagers here. Map on the back cover indicates that the author has a bunker in the southwest region of Oldham. Perhaps an introduction is in order. Bring efficient excavations to Belloc, Bright Blade, and Schnatzu Landing. So that should be a familiar a reference for Indiana Jones fans.
Don't have a target.
Six. Okay. These are definitely Gobbo make rather than Nomergon make. Come on. At least these guys don't aggro to me. They stay aggroed on my pet. Except for that. Rude. At least the officers always drop the key codes that I need. Come on.
Still recharging.
I guess my gun was loud enough that they heard it.
I need a target.
Come on. There we go. Okay. Thanks for joining me, James. We need to find coppers to use these access codes. Ah, there's one. And one more. Right? Yep. That's an air officer. Not that I need another chest code because I have all of the components I need. There we go. One more trooper. There we go. I think that's a trooper over there. Nope, that's an air officer. There we go. There we go.
Hey there. See you around.
That's a relief. Thanks, just turns out I've got my hands full here. No kidding.
See you later.
They don't know what they got here. We've got the Titan activation device, Justana.
Have a good one.
That's it. Good work, Justana.
See you around.
Ignition. This Titus won't go down. You're doing great, kiddo. Only one thing left to do. According to my research, there should be a Titan statue down below. Use the device to activate it, then break it down. If my theory is correct, that statue holds the key to reactivating this obelisk. Cover the lens of the sun. You good here, my dude? Okay, down we go. Pretty sure we need to go in this way. Dope. I love that he's able to talk to us while taking and giving punches. Gotta be on it. Nope. Or do I need to be up there? Or do I need to go down further? That's the next question.
I'm out of range.
Okay, now I'm completely out of range. Okay. Yeah, like, it's been a while, so yeah. Hey. Here we go. Or do I need to be outside? That's the question. to be in the Chamber of the Sun. Okay.
I need to get closer.
Out of range. Target not in line of sight. So where is the target? Not in line of sight. So where is my target?
It's too far away. I need to get closer.
So where is it? Jeez. Aha. I see it. There. I win. Uh-oh. You're on the ground to launch a critical attack on the Titanic Guardian. There we go. Okay, am I supposed to actually be fighting this guy? Because his health is resetting, so I think I'm supposed to be fighting him. Oh, or that. That was hilarious. Oh look, I'm flying. Okay, but did it work? Or did he reset? He reset. Okay, there it is. That's hilarious. There we go. Okay, except I don't see the meteor. What meteor? There we go. Got it sorted. That was hilarious. Let me see if this old mechanism still works. According to Harrison's notes, placing the lens upon this dais should reactivate the autolos. Exactly what that means remains to be seen. Oh, hello. Okay. Cool. Same thing that happened with the obelisk of stars.
Greetings.
Dad always told me the big fellas hit hard, but they're slow. I'm pretty sure Dad never
For
met
the
this guy.
Alliance.
Tail gunner. Okay, I've softened this guy up. How about you help me finish him off? I've got a plan for escape, but it'll require a lot of guts and a little less. You up for it, Dishonor? Just follow my lead. Use a tail gun to defend the not stopper. Awesome.
Be careful.
Okay, here we go. Knock him on the head. Quick, into the plane. Absolutely Raiders of the Lost Ark reference right there. Machine gun, anti-air homing missile. Get the obelisk as a friend. Yeah, there are always more planes to get to place.
What can I do for you?
Woohoo! We'll have to do that again sometime. Well, I'm off to do some more research. I'll catch up to you when I'm ready.
Have a good one.
Good work back there, Jason. Looks like we've lost him, for now at least.
See you around.
Where'd the helm go? There it is. Okay. So, next part is come over here. But I'm actually going to wait on that because we've been going for almost 2 hours because it took a while to figure out where I needed to go. So hopefully next week we'll be able to finish the Harrison Jones quest. If I remember, there's 2 more bunches of quests and then we'll be done. And you can actually encounter Harrison Jones in Stormwind. He's actually an archaeology trainer. Because archaeology is absolutely a profession. But there's a reason I have not started on Dishonor, because it's a pain in the tushy. There's The only time I will actually grind archaeology is if I have an alchemist, and there is an alchemy recipe that allows you to turn into the sandstone drake, which is a passenger mount. So if you turn to the sandstone drake, someone in a party with you can climb on your back, basically, and you can give them a ride. Literally, not figuratively. And get your minds out of the gunners, myself included. So that's pretty much the only reason that I would actually go ahead and grind archaeology at all, because it is such a pain, and there really isn't a reward. Dwarf characters get a bonus to archaeology because they're dwarves, but for the most part, I ignore it. So that's it for today. Thank you all for joining me. I will either be back this weekend to do Andromeda 6, or I will play the next chapter of Andromeda 6 next week. It depends on how things go. If I'm able to do Andromeda 6 this weekend, then we will be going back to the War Within, followed by Cataclysm Classic the week after that. If for some reason I have to wait to do Andromeda 6 next Thursday, then we'll be going to the War Within after that, and then Cataclysm Classic. So I'm hoping to do Andromeda 6 later this weekend, so we'll see. So thank you all for joining me. If you're watching on YouTube, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Drink water, eat food, take your meds, take a shower, do laundry, get some sleep, whatever self-care you need to do. Take care. Bye.